Good morning, everybody. Rosie and I are on a little hike this morning, and I don't know why it's taken me this long to do this because Hong Kong is a great place to hike. Although it's a concrete jungle, it's surrounded by mountains and sea, and you get views like this, which would be nice had I come on a clear day, but that doesn't matter because I've got my music, I've got my podcast, I've got my little best friend, and I've got some nice trees to look at. So we're gonna get hiking. Come here. So today I wanted to give you guys, there's some stairs coming up. She is gonna walk. I'm not carrying her this whole hike, but she can't do these stairs. But today I wanted to share with you some of my tips and tricks and little changes that you can easily add to your life to help you to feel good and healthy and strong and maybe meet some of your fitness goals that you set for yourself this year. But first, the big thanks to this video sponsor, which is 8Fit. 8Fit's an app that gives you tailored diets and workout plans that are really easy to add to your routine and maintainable in the long run. But more on that later. So I've been walking for a good, I don't know, 20 minutes now, I'd say. I've been waiting to start my video, but I haven't been able to put Rosie down. She's just constantly complaining. One side is a steep cliff and the other side is this reservoir. So both, she could fall down. It gets steeper as you walk. I have her leash, but even if I put it on, if she slips, that could be really dangerous, so I don't think it's a good idea. So I thought, oh, I'll just walk around. I thought it was like a circle, but I don't know how long it is, and it's been 20 minutes and I see no end in sight, so.
No, can't go down yet.
It's not the safest hike. This is literally a death trap. So this is my first tip. Try new things, change it up. Change things up and try something new. I actually tried Muay Thai this week, which I surprisingly really liked. I didn't think I would, but I did, and now I'm hiking and this is amazing. Changing it up helps you to challenge your body, beat those fitness plateaus, and maybe you'll find something new that you love. I discovered I don't like this. It can be nice. Maybe I think it's just this particular path. I would try it again somewhere else, but this one has not been fun. I found people. Look at this. Oh my god, there's a pig. Come here. No. There's a pig just walking around. Oh my god, I'm kind of scared. What the? See, if you don't hike in places you don't know, you won't see this. All right, 3-hour hike is logged. I actually thought it was gonna be 1 hour, so that was a lot more than I was expecting. But now that I've worked out my legs and my butt and done a bit of cardio, I wanna do an arm workout and an ab workout. So I'm checking here on the 8Fit app for those kind of workouts specifically, and I'm in arms right now. I'm gonna do beginner 6, just 10 minutes. I worked with 8Fit last year, and when they approached me to collaborate again this year, I was so happy because I love their short, effective workouts. Their workouts are really good for 3 specific kinds of people that I can think of off the top of my head. 1, the beginner. Someone who's a little bit intimidated to go to the gym and work out in front of people. You can do it in the comfort of your own home, by yourself, or even in front of someone who doesn't care because they're not paying attention to you. Should I do it this way? You're not even looking at all. But you don't need any equipment at all, and you can go at your own pace. And number 2 is the busy bee. A person who doesn't have time to go to the gym, doesn't have time to go to classes, doesn't really know their schedule, it's a bit flexible all over the place. You can easily slide these workouts at one point in your day for like 10 to 15 minutes or throughout your day. It's up to you. And 3 is the person who wants to change things up. They have a ton of different workouts to choose from, whether it be yoga, Tabata, core workouts, targeted things like arms or glutes. There's a lot to choose from, so you can try something new and find new things that you love. The key point here is to just move more. If you don't want to do those things I mentioned, or you don't have time for those things, there's still other little changes you can do. Things such as taking the stairs if you live in an apartment building or an office that has an elevator. Instead of the elevator or the escalator, be sure to take the stairs whenever you can. You could park a little bit further from where you're going, or if you're taking public transportation, you could get off maybe a stop earlier so you can get in a few more steps. Or you could add in some workouts throughout your day, some small short ones with apps such as 8Fit. Or something that's popular right now is getting a standing desk, which I actually have in my home in Toronto, and it is amazing. I don't have one here, so I do things a little bit differently. Something I like doing because I work from home is about every hour I'll get up and I'll work from here in my closet, because this dresser is standing height. So it is perfect. So I get a bit of editing done here, and I work as long as I can until my battery lasts, because there's no plug in here, and then I'll go sit down again while I charge it, and then about an hour later I'll come back and do that again. So you don't have to necessarily have a standing desk. You can find anything that works in your house or your office, or if you don't have anything like that, then be sure to take some standing breaks, or do things like get up and walk around, fill up your water bottle, but do it from the furthest away cooler, or the furthest away coffee machine, or the furthest away photocopier. You get the idea. Just try and get in as many steps as you can and stand up when you can. Now I'm gonna make lunch, so let's see what it has in store for me today. Ooh, sesame, tofu, and vegetable bowl. Meal planning is so important. If you don't have a plan in place with healthy foods readily available, you're more likely to order takeaway or snack on junk food. 8Fit plans healthy meals for you. You can choose from different diets or add in any food restrictions, and then it comes up with this personalized plan to meet the goals that you set. There's over 700 quick and easy recipes to choose from, and they even give you a grocery list. I like to use these liquid aminos or coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. It kind of tastes the same. And they also said to add some curry powder. This is actually pretty good. I thought this was gonna be too bland, but the ingredients really work well together. I don't mind it at all. I could definitely eat this. I am eating it. That's one of the mistakes I made before though, is drinking my calories or adding extra sauces. There's so many hidden calories in sauces, sugars, chemicals, stuff you don't even know that's in there exist. Or things like salad dressing. When you go to a restaurant and you order a salad, you're trying to be healthy, but it's covered in dressing that is actually more calories than if you were to order, I don't know, a pizza or something, but you don't realize it because of the dressing. So when I go to restaurants, I tend to order dressing on the side, and I also ask for some olive oil and lemon. And I'll usually try and have the salad with just the olive oil and lemon, or if it tastes a little bit too bland, I'll add a little bit of the dressing, but not too much. Drinks wise, if you're drinking things like juice, pop, chocolate milk, different Starbucks drinks throughout the day, you're adding a ton of calories to your diet. For example, one Starbucks green tea latte is 350 calories. You could have a McDonald's medium french fry for the same amount of calories. So if you're drinking like 2 of those a day, and a lot of people even order a grande or a bigger size, you're talking over 700 calories a day in just those 2 little drinks. And if you can't get used to drinking plain water, you can add fruit to it, or a lemon, or even sometimes I'll add chia seeds. So if you're craving something like boba tea because of the texture, you can add some chia seeds to it because they expand in the water and they're a little bit crunchy, so it kind of gives you that feeling and makes me want to drink more water, and then it'll give you extra nutrients at the same time and be a lot lower in calories. And you can add in lemon or any fruit to help it taste good, or even do this with tea. There, now you can see them, they got all thick. I mean, they don't taste the same as boba tea, but if you're craving the little texture, it's not that bad. And you get a lot of omega-3, antioxidants, protein, and fiber, a little bit extra in your day by doing this. Good morning, guys. I'm about to head to my boxing lesson, but first I'm gonna have breakfast. So I'm just checking what they have for me today, and it's a almond mocha protein smoothie. Ooh, do I get coffee? I get coffee! Okay, So this one's gonna have almond butter, banana protein powder, almond milk, coffee, mint, and water. Sounds delicious. The recipe says 200 milliliters of almond milk, but I'm gonna use oat milk because once I tried this, I can't go back to any other kind of milk. It is the best milk alternative. It's creamy and so delicious, and honestly, I don't really like the taste of almond milk. I feel like it needs some ice because I only like protein shakes really cold, almost like a milkshake, so I'm just gonna add a bit of ice. Ooh, I really like this one. I think this is my new favorite breakfast recipe. Perfect if you just want to pour into a takeaway cup and go to work or school. Okay. Just got home and now I want to stretch out my body more, so I'm gonna do a yoga workout from 8Fit because it's gonna do my body good, and I also want to work on my flexibility because I'll be able to fight even better if I'm a little more flexible, especially with the kicks and stuff. I actually used to do yoga a lot, like when I was 21, 22, and then I stopped. So I've become a lot less flexible lately. I'm hoping this helps me to get into it and love it again because it's so good for you. So good for your mind, body, everything, soul. And I invite you to come sit down on your mat. If you have that, otherwise on the ground. What matters is that you're staying comfortable. So you can pause the video. Rosie, I'm trying to meditate. And then when you are, let your eyes fall closed. Excuse me. I feel so calm now. I'm gonna go take a bath. Another really important part I want to talk about is gut health, and I recently got into this because I'm sick and tired of this skin issue that I've had for the past 3-4 years now. And I've tried every kind of doctor, every different approach, so many different kinds of medicine, and nothing seems to work. It's taken me long enough, but I finally realized how important it is to make our body feel good from the inside out, and how much of how we look and feel comes from what we eat and how it affects our body. So one of the things that really stuck to me and maybe have this aha moment was something that a doctor called Dr. Alejandro Younger said. And he said, when you look at a plant and you see that something's wrong with it, maybe its leaves are wilted or it's losing its color and it just doesn't look good, you don't treat the leaves directly. You look at the root of the problem. You look at the root and the soil. So the root is like our gut, and the soil is the food we put into our body. So when your gut health isn't good, the end result will ultimately be it coming out either with skin problems or headaches or mood swings or a foggy blurriness, or you'll see it come out in other symptoms or sicknesses. So instead of having just masking your symptoms, like taking different creams and pills and stuff like that, you need to treat the root cause deep within your gut. What a lot of people don't realize is your gut is like your second brain. It has over 40 different neurotransmitters and over 500 million neurons, and it produces just as much serotonin for your brain. Serotonin is the hormone responsible for uplifting your mood. So really, it affects everything about you, and you want to make sure that you're taking good care of your gut. You're keeping it clean, effective, so it digests properly, because you can put all the amazing skincare you want on your face and take all these different supplements or superfoods, but if you're not digesting it properly to get the vitamins you need for skin, like A, D, E, K, or whatever you're putting in your body to make yourself look younger and good, it's not gonna be effective if your digestion and gut aren't performing well. If you're experiencing skin problems, bloating, mood swings, constipation, headaches, so many different things, you could try approaching it from your gut, from your inside out. The first step is to cut out any foods that may trigger you. These 4 foods are the main culprits. It's sugar, alcohol, gluten, and dairy. And I know there's a big stigma around going gluten-free and it's not effective for everyone. For sure, it's not for everyone. But if you cut all these out and you start feeling good, and then you introduce them one by one and you see how your body feels, you'll be able to identify something that maybe you don't tolerate so well. And it might not even be any of these. It could be anything like, I don't know, garlic or tomatoes, something else that like sets your body off balance. But these 4 main things are a good place to start. And they're not forever. Like I said, you'll add them back in slowly and figure out what works for you and what doesn't, and maybe it wasn't any of them at all. There's a really interesting face map that I saw in a book I read from Dr. Nigma Talib that kind of shows you the symptoms. She can just look at you and your skin, and she realizes what's going on inside your body. So if you have any of these, you might want to think about doing this. But mine was definitely the dairy face. So when I went home during Christmas, I ate a ton of cheese, just like a lot of dairy and milk, ice cream, whatever I wanted. I'm obsessed with candy cane ice cream, and my skin went crazy after. And before that, I avoid milk. Like I drink oat milk, but every now and then I'll eat dairy. I didn't completely cut it out. So recently I've cut it out and I've noticed such a big difference. So that really is a trigger for me. So figure it out and then clear out all the trigger foods and any bad foods, things that are pumped with hormones, preservatives, and chemicals, and then maybe consider taking a probiotic. A probiotic will add the good, healthy bacteria to your gut, and you'll notice your digestion is so much better and smoother. So try to eat really good and healthy and take care of your gut, but if you really crave something, then just have it. I try to do it maybe, I don't know, 20 to 30% of the time. Like I'll try and eat really clean, but then 1 to 2 meals or snacks a week, I'll have something if I'm really craving it. It's important to have something that works for you long term and make little lifestyle changes, because if it's completely restrictive and hard to do, you're not gonna stick to it. But overall, the main reason why I want to change this for myself is not anything about a flatter stomach or better skin, which obviously I'll fully welcome and be happy to have it, but it's more about how I feel. I'm sick of being tired. I'm sick of my hormones not being correct, because your gut health also affects your hormones. I don't want this foggy, tired head that I have to take aspirin all the time for, which is another thing you shouldn't, that affects your stomach. But people always talk about create the life you love or live the life you love, and emphasize on the quality of life over the quantity, or you have a certain amount of time on this earth, make it a good time. And that so applies to this, because when I think about the next, how long have I got left? Like 60, 70 years, hopefully 70 or more. I don't want to be living my life feeling tired and sluggish and foggy and gassy and constipated and like inflamed, sore skin. I don't want to be living that life anymore, and I'd much rather be like bright and clear-minded and much more enjoyable that way when I take care of the inside of my body and my body feels and looks its best. Another thing that really works for me is getting inspired, whether it be through websites or podcasts or following people on social media. If I follow people that really inspire me, it sort of keeps me on track. And it's not just about, oh, I want that girl's butt or something like that, because there's so many different ways to stimulate your mind. And I've come to want to just learn more about things. I think if you learn more, it makes you get more excited about taking care of your body and gets you wanting to feel healthy and strong and give yourself self-love. That was weird to say. So I find when I work out in the morning and I listen to a good podcast, I'm so motivated and inspired throughout the whole day. So this is something you don't need to do at the gym. It could be in the morning while you're doing your makeup or your hair or on your commute to work. Just listening to something and gaining more knowledge really gets my brain juices flowing and helps me to have a really good and productive day. I'm feeling super passionate. I actually have quite a bit of foundation on right now, but you can still see my cheeks are flushing through it. I'm like, my blood is pumping and I'm feeling so like excited. I don't know, I'm so excited to share this all with you. I can't wait to make a whole gut health video. I can't wait to see if it really works for me and I feel amazing and I make this video for you, and I hope so many of you, I hope that can happen. I think the main thing that I want to leave you guys with today is to be mindful. There's a fine line between self-improvement, which is good for personal growth, and self-aggression, which is destructive to you. It's those jealous feelings, those judgmental feelings, those feelings of never feeling good enough. So the goal is not to be perfect, because you will never be that. There's never a finish line that you cross that you realize, yeah, I'm perfect now. There's always areas to improve, and there's always things that just won't work for you. I always used to focus on physical goals, like I want to have abs or I want to lose 5 pounds, but then when I did lose 5 pounds, I'd be like, seven would look better on me. Or now that my stomach's a bit toned, I can notice I don't know, my back fat here is showing more, so I need to work on that. And then nothing was ever good enough, and it became an obsession where I was constantly judging myself, comparing myself to others, and then when I fall short, I would, you know, anxiety and depression and just bad feelings would kick in. Nothing good comes out of comparing yourself to others and constantly judging your body and not feeling good enough. Why do we do this? Why is nothing ever good enough? And why do we feel like we need to be a certain way as if it's the end-all be-all, but that certain way we can never attain, because then we'll keep setting the bar higher and higher, and it's just a constant path of destruction and feeling inadequate. So we need to stop that. You need to change your intentions and the way you value yourself. I guess to summarize all this and why this is a good point to end with is that just try to be more mindful of what you're eating. Give yourself the luxury of planning it out and having healthy options, no matter how you find them, whether it be through an app or online or cookbooks or whatever you want. The same thing with movement. Move more, find something you really like to do so that it's enjoyable, and just get your heart pumping, your blood flowing, and those good endorphins going to make you feel really good. And overall, just pay attention to those things. See how you feel. Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? Whether it's with movement or food. Because all these little changes will all add up in the end. And when you feel good, you feel confident. And when you feel confident, that is gonna translate into everything you do in life. Your career, your relationship, your friends. You'll start to feel more positive and happy with yourself, and you'll start changing your life for the better. So get to it, guys. And I wanna thank 8Fit again for sponsoring this video. If you do wanna try it for yourself, I'll leave the link below so you can click on it and it will take you straight to there and you can get started. But yeah, I hope this video pushed you to think about things a little more, but do your own research. Just be more aware and change things accordingly and figure out what works best for you. I love you guys. I feel like I'm your sister, and I just want to take care of you all and help you to live your best life that reaches its full potential. And although I tend to go for things like vlogs or lighthearted material, nothing too heavy or scientific, food and nutrition is really interesting for me, so sometimes I like to throw these in there a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed it anyways. I need to go relax a bit. I'm super heated, but there's a fire ignited in me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye!